Okay, so I found a new way to use the calculator to solve a system of 3 variables. Now, I already recorded videos using matrices and inverse matrices, but you guys know nothing about matrices. And so I looked into and found a better way to do it. So I'm going to show you that now, and it is fast. So let me share my content here so you can see. Oops, it closed. So we did number 5, we did by substitution. I recommend that one by substitution, nice and fast. You can still do it this way with the calculator, but that one is set up for substitution. Elimination would be actually quite difficult with it. You'd have to throw in a lot of zeros and stuff, and it would just, why? It's already set up for substitution. Substitute that first equation into the second, and then you have x and y, and you sub it into the third. But number 6 here, we have all 3 variables, we have in all 3 equations. And so substitution is not ideal, although I did record a video showing you how to do it substitution. You don't even have to waste your time with that. I recommend your calculator or elimination. It goes really fast. And so I want you to learn your calculator. So when you take the ACT, you can use your graphing calculator on it. And if there usually is a 3 variable system on the ACT, and it will go so much faster if you know how to do it on this. So if we go to your calculator, there's this button. It says apps, push it. Okay, and all these, whoops, I pushed something else, sorry. All these things show up on here, okay? We want number 8. It says all kinds of random words, PLYSMLT2. So we want number 8, okay? And it comes up with this menu, okay? It has a polynomial root finder, simultaneous equation solver. We want the simultaneous equation solver, which is number 2, okay? And then it comes with this menu. All right, now this is a lot of stuff. Once you set this up, it goes pretty quick, but we have 3 equations, 3 variables. So up the top, it says how many equations. So if we were solving a 2-variable system with only 2 equations, we could set 2, but we have 3. So I have 3, so I'm gonna push enter or down, okay, and go to the unknowns. We have x, y, and z, so that's 3 unknowns. So I have it at 3. Everything else I'm going to leave alone. I'm not going to mess with the other features. So your features should kind of look like this: auto, normal, float, degree. Okay, we don't deal with radians right now. And then you see this button where it says next. See how it's over the graph button? Okay, that's telling you to push that graph button. So we're going to push the graph button, and it comes up with this. See how it has the x, y, and z, and equals a number, and it has 3 equations set up that way. We can type in the coefficients and what it equals and get this. So I'm going to do that with this one. So we have 1x, and you just push enter after each and move over. 1, enter, -1. That z is negative. And you do have to push enter, and then it equals 4. And then I go down the next row. I have 3. Oh, actually, you can change that plus to a minus, but putting in a negative is the same thing. 2, see, I'm learning everything as I do this. Okay, 4, 17. Okay, and then I have -1x, or you could just put -x, 5y, 1z. Don't leave those zeros. The 0 means that variable is not there. So you have to replace that with the 1 if there's that variable in there. So see how mine looks like this? Everything's got a number because I have all 3 variables. I don't have a single 0 in any of those equations, and I'm not missing a variable. So everything has to have a number. And then if you look on the bottom, it says main, mode, clear, load, and solve. We're going to push solve. So solve is under that graph or over that graph button. So I'm going to push that graph button, and it just told me what x, y, and z is. And the problem is done. Oh, how nice is that? So when you write your final answer, oops, you're going to write, oh, well, you always write it x, comma, y, comma, z, right? So our answer is 3, 2, 1, because that's the number it gave me. So that's how you can solve it with your calculator without using matrices and all that other stuff that the calculator can do. There's multiple ways to solve a 3-variable system on the calculator. This is the fastest and easiest. So